Okay, so I've just detangled my hair. It's now really wet. It's just sort of dripping onto the towel around my shoulders, and as you can see, my hair is like really layered. You know, the bangs are the shortest, and then I have a lot of layers. So this is the sort of the most important part of this hairstyle, is having layers, especially if you have a bit longer hair, because the layers is what's going to give you body. So what I do is I just use like a really wide tooth comb just for detangling my hair, and then I'm going to apply a bit of this product. This is also from Wella System Professional. This can be purchased at salons only. This is a really good product. It's called the Enriched Bomb. It's sort of just like a leave-in treatment, and I just get like a spritz of that in my hands, and I just work that kind of through my ends, and that is just going to protect the hair. This isn't any kind of like a styling lotion. It's more just like a treatment product, and I love it because it smells really good and works really well. Then the next product that I'm going to use is this one by Toni & Guy, Tigi. This is the Curls Rock Curl Amplifier from their Catwalk line, whatever it's called. And it's really a thick paste. So this is a product that you really want to use sparingly, because if you use too much of this, your hair is going to end up being crunchy. You get like 1 squirt of this. It looks honestly like glue. Like, it's really thick. It's a really thick paste. And what I do is, because if I just put like this in my hair, it's just going to get it only in one area, and it's going to clump up and be gross. So what I do is I put a drop of this in my hand, and then I put a few drops of water on top, and then mix it around my hand with the water, because that's going to help it spread, make it thinner so that it goes all over my hair. So like if I just spread this, it's gonna just like sit on my hair. Okay, so this product now I'm just working all into my hair. I just spread that around in my hands like this with a bit of water, and I'm getting that all into my hair, focusing really at the roots. I mean, I just do this with my hands. Maybe if you don't have quite enough, don't use too much of this. Seriously, if you have hair that's as long as mine, 1.5 squirts is the maximum that you should be using, because it's really it's a really strong product. If you use too much, your hair is going to be crispy at the end, and I hate that, so you don't want crispy hair. So I just got 1/2 squirt more. So I'm using 1.5 squirts of that Curls Rock Curl Amplifier for my whole hair. There's 2 different ways that you can do it. You can, if you want really sort of strong curls, then you can use a diffuser. And if you just want more waves, then you don't have to use a diffuser. And a diffuser looks like this. Okay, this is a hair drying diffuser. It sits on the top or on the front of a hair dryer. This is the hair dryer I use. It's actually not a very good one. It's from Philips. Just like, I don't know, just bought it at the drugstore. And this is the nozzle, like the fine tip nozzle that most hair dryers come with, and some hair dryers come with a diffuser, and it just goes on the front like this. It has these like pokey bits, and these don't move or anything. This just kind of sits on top. This is just like plastic or something. And what that does is that it diffuses the hot air that's coming out. So I'm going to actually use, I think, the diffuser, because I'm going to show you how curly you can make your hair with this thing. And what I actually have to do first, because my hair is really wavy, especially in the front, I have to first dry my bangs, because otherwise my bangs are going to be really wavy and just really hard to work with. Okay, so for that part, for the bangs, I'm going to just take off this diffuser for a second, get the nozzle on, the fine nozzle. Then I'm going to use a big round brush like this. I picked this up like at a salon. So this is like a really big, I don't know how wide it is, 2 inches, 2.5 inches, something like that. It's pretty big. And I just use that just for my bangs, and I'm going to just do that now. Okay, so I just blow dried my bangs now. They're looking really sort of poofy right now because they have that now curl in from the round brush. But I just find the round brush works best for getting them the most straight because my bangs are really not naturally straight. They're really actually wavy. Like if I don't blow dry them, they'd be like doing really weird curls. But right now this is looking really poofy, but don't worry about that because I'm gonna flatten them out with the hair straightener after. So this is just sort of to get that base shape in so that I don't get those weird like cowlicks and stuff going. And so now I'm going to take off that nozzle and I'm going to put the diffuser thingy on. What I do is I flip my hair either over completely like this, and then I just get the nozzle and I just push it in. So what you do is what I do is I usually, instead of just using this because it's kind of uncomfortable, I grab a piece of my hair, okay? I just grab it like loosely, like see what I'm doing? I'm just grabbing it like this, and then I just hold it and then I just place it basically in here, okay? And then I don't touch it because the more you touch your hair, if you just keep touching it and touching it, it's going to get frizzy, and you don't want that. You want to touch your hair as least as possible. You can just use this nozzle, but I find it doesn't work as well as if you just take the hair, hold it, put it in this thing, okay, and just hold it there for a few seconds. And oh, also for the heat setting, you don't want to put it really high. I only have 2 heat settings. I put it on the first one, because if it's too hot, it's going to dry too fast. And for the speed, you don't want to put it on a very high speed because you want it to dry slowly, because the slower you dry it, the more curly it's going to get. If you dry it really fast, it's not going to get the amount of curl that you want. So I have it on, I also only have 2 speed settings. I have 1 and 2, so I put it on 1. So if you have more than that speed settings, put it on a low to medium speed setting. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to start blow drying my hair. Okay, so now I have pretty much dried my hair, and this is looking really poofy, but what happens is that in a few hours, in some time, this poofness is going to settle, and your hair is not going to be as poofy anymore. Okay, my hair straightener has heated up. Now the only part that I really straighten is my bangs because I don't want that poof. It's got, if you look on the side, it's got that stupid curl. And I know you can blow dry your hair without getting that, but I just can't seem to do it very good. So what I do is I just get like a comb. This is just like a teasing comb or whatever comb you have. Just comb out your bangs if you do have bangs. If you don't have bangs, then you won't have this problem anyway. Then you could either, if you have side swept bangs, just sweep them to the side. Now, what I do is I just straighten out that poof because I hate it. I hate that sort of poofy looking bangs. So that's pretty much it for the bangs. Now it's just that poof is gone, which I really don't like on me. But if you like it, you can leave it. I just think it looks weird. So now that's done. And now your hair is almost finished. What you could do, if you want a lot of volume on the top, because right now it's just kind of hanging, what you could do, you get a teasing comb, and just with the end of the comb, try not to touch the curl too much with your hands, because that's going to really make it frizzy. You can just tease a bit, get a bit of hairspray, okay, just spray it a little bit, don't spray it too much because you already have quite a bit of product in your hair, and you can just tease the upper part a bit if you want. Usually I don't, because I don't always like having big hair. I kind of just prefer it to look a bit more natural, but I'm just going to show you what it does look like if you do spray and tease a bit. Really just tease the crown, the roots, because if you tease the curls, it's going to look really frizzy again, and with frizzy hair, it's really, with curly hair, the most important thing is avoiding frizz. So the less you touch it and the less you work with it, the less frizzy it's going to be. So as you can see, that just gave a bit of volume in the crown, but you don't have to. Usually I just leave it as is because I just don't care that much, or I don't really always need to have, big hair. But that just gave, you see on the back, it gave that volume. Now I'm going to use my favorite pomade, and mine is almost finished, and this is Sebastian, I'll just close it. This is the Sebastian Molding Mud Pomade. The stuff is excellent. If you can find this at a salon, I'd go get it. Some people have an issue with the smell. I personally don't mind it. It kind of smells like beeswax. So you just have to, I guess, smell it and see if you like it. Some people really don't like the smell. I actually kind of like it. And mine is almost empty, as you see. It comes in this huge tub. I'm not kidding. I think this tub has lasted me like 4 years, and I've used this a lot. So I'm just now getting to the end of it. And you just get out a bit of this pomade. And the thing is that this pomade is really intensive, so you don't want to use too much. I'm just getting about this much on my finger. It looks sort of like a yellow, gross thing. And then you want to really emulsify it in your hand. And that just means rubbing it through your hands. And then what I do is I apply it on my bangs to sort of give them a bit of shine and just to put them in place. You can pull them to the side if you want, or you can leave them straight. I just had my bangs cut recently, so I just prefer to keep them straight. And then what you can do is you can pull out individual strands of hair that you want to sort of, define. What I like to do sometimes is this pomade is really good for sort of scrunching. Just getting like a tiny bit more. Honestly, I'm just using like the residue that's on the side of this container. I'm not dipping my hand really into the thing. I'm just using the stuff on the side. And then I just really emulsify that really good in my hand. And this, what I usually do is I just flip my head upside down and just really gently scrunch that through my hair. And you can either just, you can pull your hair in place. Some people like to use hairspray. I personally don't. I don't really like hairspray a lot because I think it just really makes my hair crunchy and stuff. And I just prefer to have it a bit more natural looking. What you can do is you can use a really light hold hairspray if you want, because that's going to just hold the style, especially if your hair is not maybe as curly or as wavy as mine, then it's going to give you a bit more hold. But what I find is that stuff, this Curls Rock amplifier, it does give you a lot of hold. So if you do use this product, then you actually might not even need very much hairspray because it does give you a lot of hold. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. You have sort of the wavy, beachy looking hair. You can see from the back, my hair is not as curly in the back as it is in the front. It's just the natural curl pattern that I have. You can see from the side, it's really, hopefully you can see that. It looks really wavy It's not curly per se, it's more wavy, and it gives you that sort of disheveled look. And what I find is that this style, it wears really well during the day, because even if the curls or if the waves start dropping a bit, it doesn't matter, because they're just going to get a bit looser and it's still going to look good. But this hairstyle is actually really easy to do if you have a natural wave in your hair, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you try it out, and yeah, I hope that helped for anybody who had questions about my hair, and see you guys next time. Bye.